Laura McDivitt, and today we're going to be making my husband's favorite key lime pie, but with a little bit of a twist because we'll be using the Susie lime instead of a key lime. It's going to be a little bit tartar, a little bit less sweet, and it's going to have a lot of zing to it. So let's get started. We're going to start off by making a graham cracker crust. It's going to be 2 cups of ground graham crackers, and we're going to be using 6 tablespoons of melted butter. And then we're also going to be using 2 tablespoons of just regular sugar. And the reason I really like this recipe is because it's like 3 little recipes in one. We've got our graham cracker crust, which you can easily make yourself with just these 3 ingredients. And then we've got our key lime pie, or our Susie lime pie as it will be today. And then, to top it off, we're going to be making a homemade whipped cream, which is perfect to add to the top of any pie or any summer fruit as we're getting into that summer season. So as you can see, I'm just using a fork to try and mix all these things together. I might even get in there a little bit and use my hands just to make sure the butter gets over all of the graham cracker crumbles. I want it all to be mixed together, get that nice and kind of dark graham cracker look to it. And then I've buttered a 9-inch pie dish, and we're just going to pour the graham cracker crumbs in. And we're going to press it down into the pie pan and then start to press up the sides. I want to try and have a nice, even layer. And once I get this guy all pressed out, I'll even up the sides. We'll just stick this crust in there for about 10 minutes. I don't want to bake it too much, but I do want to have it kind of nice and ready to go for when we put our custard inside. All right, looking good. All right, into the oven we go. We're going to start to make the custard for inside. So I've got 5 egg yolks. I'm just going to put in my stand mixer here. Probably help if I liked it. And then we're going to do another 2 tablespoons of sugar. And then we've got 2 tablespoons of lime zest that we're going to add inside. And we're just going to mix that together for about 2 minutes until the egg yolks get kind of creamy and like a light yellow color. Alright, so it's been about 2 minutes. Got a nice light yellow color happening here. And then we're going to take 1 14-ounce can of condensed milk and add that into our egg yolks and our sugar. Alright, so I'm just going to scrape down the sides a little bit. Want to make sure everything gets incorporated. And then the last thing that we're going to add is going to be our 3/4 cup of lime juice, and just a little splash of vanilla extract, about 1/4 teaspoon or so. And then I'm going to add just a pinch of salt as well. And when I said this was like 3 recipes in one, it really is, because you could exchange the limes in this for lemons or orange, really any kind of citrus you wanted to, and really just kind of mix it up, try something different. So that's going to mix for about another 2 minutes or so, and once that's done, we'll get ready to put that in our pie crust. Alright, so our pie crust has come out of the oven and we've let it cool. And now we're just ready to put our filling in it, and then we can pop it back in that 350-degree oven for about 15 to 20 minutes. And this is going to be a nice rich pie with that sweetened condensed milk and the egg yolks. So that kind of zesty tang of lime is going to go really well with that. Right. Looks good. Alright, so our pie has come out of the oven and it's nice and set, and we're going to let it cool for a little bit out of the oven and then put it in the fridge for about 2 hours. Alright, so we're going to start making our whipped cream. We're going to use 8 ounces of heavy whipping cream, 1 tablespoon of confectioner's sugar, and 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract. We're going to use the whisk attachment and we're going to turn our mixer all the way up to high, and we're going to beat that heavy whipping cream until it starts to form nice soft peaks. Alright, so now that our pie is nice and cool, we've got our whipped cream ready to go. And as a special touch, we're also going to take one of our extra Susie limes and we're just going to grate some zest right on top of the pie. You can see that our natural key lime pie, or Susie lime pie, since we used fresh juice from Susie limes, doesn't really have much color to it, so I want to add a little bit of green to the top of it, really make it come alive. Alright, now all that's left to do is cut a piece of this guy, scoop up some whipped cream, and have a taste for ourselves.